Hello dear students, today we are going to see the revision point unit number 2 potentiometer, and the another name of potentiometer is resistive transducer. Now we all know what is meant by the transducer. So transducer is a device which converts the one form of energy into the another form. But the name is resistive transducer, that means we are going to convert the one form into the resistance format or into the voltage format. Okay, so we will see that device in detail, and then at the last we will conclude that what we have learned. So first, before going to the detail, I would like to tell you one thing. The potentiometer is having the two types. One is linear potentiometer and another is angular potentiometer. So what is the linear potentiometer device and what is the purpose of angular potentiometer device? So basically the name linear mentions that we are going to measure the linear displacement. So and when we are going to use the angular potentiometer, so to measure the rotary motion or the angular displacement of body. So simple. For the linear displacement measurement, we will use the linear potentiometer, and for the rotary type related measurement, we will use the angular potentiometer. But remember the name, the potentiometer is having another name, that the resistive transducer. Now come to the diagram. First, linear transducer. So this is the linear transducer diagram. We can see here is the circuit diagram. In that we can see the voltage and all. Before going to this you can see the one diagram at the corner I have shown here. In the diagram you can see there is the input voltage has given, that the V, and the circuit, one wire is connected to the mandrel or the one of the metal or resistive part, we will say resistance part, okay, or insulating member. Then that wire has wounded on that resistance body or insulated body, and the another end again coming to the initial one position. Okay, in this way the whole circuit is completing. So this is the insulatory part. On that we are going to wound the wire, and another thing is the wire material should be platinum and nickel alloy. Okay, so this way the circuit will complete, and at the top we can see the one shaft has mentioned, and that shaft is doing the linear displacement, means the forward and backward type motion, backward type motion. So this motion is linear based, that's why we are going to use the linear potentiometer. Now that shaft is moving backward and forward, and if we want to find out the displacement made by the shaft, then that time we will use the linear potentiometer. What we will do now, we will connect the one link at the end of this shaft, that's why that link will work as a wiper. We all have seen the wiper on a vehicle. In the vehicle they are using the wiper to clean the dust and other things too. So main function here in the device of the wiper, that wiper will slide on this mandrel portion, it will slide on that portion. Now what will happen, there is the wire winding, and so through that when the wiper slide on that mandrel, then that time the resistance available into this will change. Okay, means the resistance at this position will be different if the wiper makes the contact here. If the wiper comes at this place, then the resistance will be different. Okay, so for your understanding purpose I am telling the only few things. When the wiper change its position, that time the resistance of the circuit will change, and we all know when the resistance changes, the current flowing through the circuit also will change, or the voltage will change. Okay, and if the voltage change, the automatically the output, whatever the displacement we are going to measure, that also will be different. Now comes to the second diagram, the bigger diagram. The same structure is here. Now you understood the actual construction. Now here is the input voltage. So this part is the input voltage, and there is the positive and negative terminal. So positive terminal we have taken here and connected to the resistance R. So this whole portion is having the resistance R. So that resistance is shown by the symbol. So the total resistance of the circuit is R. Okay, and the next wire terminal is coming back to the initial one, or we can say the negative terminal is connecting to the resistance, and the name of this terminal will be number 3, and the positive terminal related part we will consider as a number 1. Okay, positive terminal connected to the 1 number part, and negative terminal connected to the 3 number part, and the resistance value is capital R in this circuit, and the input voltage is V, consider V. Okay, now what we will do, we are going to consider the wiper also, because in the above diagram the wiper is connected to the displacement doing body. So that this distinct or moving body, if you want to measure the moving body displacement, then the wiper need to connect. So, and in the circuit diagram wiper has to consider. So here at the point number 2, the wiper is also we are considering. Now this horizontal line consider as a wiper. This is the circuit diagram, that's why we will not show by the some other symbol, just by the line we will consider that one as the wiper. Okay, so this is the wiper portion at the 2 point. If now this wiper connected with the shaft, and that shaft will display will do the displacement. Okay, so what will happen when the shaft will move, that time the wiper also will move. Okay, consider the shaft is moving this direction, in this direction. Okay, so that's why the wiper also will move in a upward direction. Consider this as a circuit. In that circuit, this is the shaft, or this is the shaft. I will erase all first of all. So consider this as a shaft, and the wiper is connected to this, and this portion is moving. Okay, now when the shaft moves, that time the wiper also will move. So wiper may move upward or downward in direction. Now just because of the wiper contact, you can see in the circuit diagram the two resistance value will generate, because this whole potentiometer works on the voltage division rule. Okay, so how the voltage is dividing, you can see the two resistance we will get when the wiper connected to the connecting to that member. So here is the wiper making the contact here, that's why the one resistance value R is divided into the two component R1 and R2. If we do the additions of these two, R1 plus R2, then finally we will get the total resistance R. Okay, but the division of the resistance is occurred just because of the wiper contact. Now if the wiper moves upward with the motion of shaft, if the wiper is at this position, coming to at this position, then tell me the which value will increase. R2 is the bottom one and R1 is the top one portion. So R2 increasing or the R1 will increase. So it's a simple thing. from the third position to this wiper position, the R2 value is increasing and the value of the R1 will be minimum, that was R1. Okay, the same way, if the wiper is moving downward due to the movement of the shaft again, and if the wiper is coming at this place, then you can see the R2 value is minimum. So R2 value is minimum here. From that way we can say the resistance R2 value will change with the movement of the wiper toward or the upward, toward the R2 value will change when the wiper move toward the 3 or 1. This is the simple way. Okay, now the third case, if the wiper comes directly at this portion, so this portion considered as a 3 portion, 3 terminal. Instead of showing here, I will show here 3, and instead of showing at the top, I will show here the 1. Now if the wiper comes at this place, so what will happen? The value of R2 will not be there, so the R2 value will be 0 and the whole portion will be R or the R1, correct, or R1. And the second case, when the wiper moves at the topmost portion or at the 1 position, so at this position if the wiper comes, then in that case the value present of the resistance will be R2. The maximum value of resistance will be R2 and the R1 value will be 0, and R1 value will be 0. So here we can say the if the wiper comes at the maximum position or at the 1 point, then in that case the R2 value will be maximum, and that R2 value is nothing but the R, because the whole resistance value is R. So the R2 value is equal to R. So this way the main aim of this potentiometer is, here in this, the resistance of the circuit will change due to the movement of the wiper. When the wiper moves over, then the resistance of that circuit will change, and due to the changes into the resistance, the voltage will change, and that's is just because of the Ohm's law. Ohm's law said that when the resistance change, the voltage will change, and due to that we will get the output voltage. Now it's depend on the wiper position, so this is the V out. Okay, so V out means the output voltage. If the wiper reached to the 1 point level, then this portion will be V out, is the output voltage. So in the working you have to specially mention that the potentiometer work on the voltage division rule, where the resistance will divide into the two part, R1 and R2. Wiper is connected to the 2 and one terminal is connected to the positive, and the third point is related to the negative of the resistance. Then the whole value of resistance will be the R, and the input voltage will be V. So what will happen when the wiper moves over the resistance value will change. In some of the cases, when the wiper moves toward the 3, then the resistance value will reduce, and if the wiper moves toward the point 1 or in the upward direction, then the R2 resistance value will increase, and from the R2 we will get the output voltage. Now the question is, we are getting the output voltage here, but we are not getting the displacement. So how we can measure the displacement? So there is the one formula to find out the displacement of the body from the V out. I have the one formula here. This is the formula. V out is equal to R2 upon R1 plus R2 into V. So here is the we can put the voltage R2 R1 plus R2. By that formula also we can find out the the output voltage also. It is the analytical method, through that you can find out the output voltage, and just because of the proper arrangement into the circuit we will get the changes in displacement. So this is all about the working of linear potentiometer. The same case is in the angular potentiometer also. So this is the linear potentiometer. Angular potentiometer is also having the same constructions. You can see the this portion is the slider, or you can mention it as a wiper. It's a one part of wiper, and this terminal is the first part, first terminal. This one will be the third number terminal, and the wiper is connected to the second number terminal. So GND means ground related. E1 means the input voltage and EO means the output voltage. So what will happen here, again, just because of this slider, the resistance value which is the R will divide into the two resistance, R1 and R2. So this one to this portion will be R1, and wiper to third position will be the R2. So as the wiper moves toward the point 3, then the R2 value will be minimum, and as the wiper moves toward the one terminal, then the R2 value will increase. This way actually the angular potentiometer also work. Here in the angular potentiometer we can measure the angular displacement of body. If you want to find out the RPM of any rotating component, then you can use the angular potentiometer. One thing again, we need to provide the external power supply. That's why we can call it as a passive transducer, because we need to supply the external current. I hope that you understood the working. Still, if you have any doubts, you may do the message on WhatsApp. Thank you.